Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I'm pretty sure you all saw my last video, my most recent one I'm talking about a second ago. If you haven't, pause the video, watch that, and then come back to this one. But let's get into the price action side of things now, right? Now, before I start, I just want to say it's been an interesting journey from the VV app perspective and obviously the price action perspective. Nobody here can say that the Ecomi team aren't progressing really fast. And just to show you guys so they've actually got some new developers on the team. So four new backend developers, two new web developers, and one Unity developer, right? This is good stuff. People, focus so much on the price, they forget the fundamentals and they forget without any of this stuff, without any of this, the actual improvements, etc., without the actual real world use case, without the real world progress, the price action means absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean much. Why? Because what ends up happening is Omi could easily have become a pump and dump coin where it does. Of course, it did. And I know I'm gonna stop right there because I know the comments, but it is a pump and dump coin. Guys, this is far from it, right? This is an actual project. This isn't some hypothetical, launch something and we're going to create an exchange now, or we're going to start making t-shirts. This is a an actual app that people use, I myself use, and have been growing rapidly. And at this stage, guys, it's now or never, right? And I'm going to get into the price action because of course that's what you guys are here for. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. With that being said, guys, pause the video, click the link in my description, join the Telegram group because this is where you're going to be able to stay up to date on all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. And of course, if you want those juicy entries and exits, under the radar cryptocurrency gems, also make sure to sign up to Crypto Crew Premium, link also in the description. Now let's talk about price. Price, as you all know it, has been moving pretty much the opposite of parabolically, right? It's been going down for quite some time now, 2 months to be exact, or just over 2 months. But this is it, I believe. And I've said this before, people are like, oh, you said it was going to rally before. Guys, like I said, the problem here is I think it'll be easier if I just did a video and didn't update and literally update when it happens. I think that'll make more sense. It's because I update so regularly, people forget that I'm updating day-to-day price action. So therefore, we can't expect, okay, I make this video, the very next day, price moves to the up, like goes all the way back up to all-time highs. That's not how things work, right? This could take weeks, it could take a week, it could take the middle of next month to see price go all the way back up again. But the point is, I believe this is the bottom. This area here is the bottom. I don't see how we can get any things can get any worse than this. This is it, in my opinion. This is it. This is the start of something new. This is now, we should see price start to make its way back to the downside. And what's quite interesting is the sellers are now exhausted. I mean, an indication of that is, of course, this wick, right? So this wick that's happened here, so this is where buyers push price down, and of course the sellers came back in control, forming a hammer to the downside, right? And now hopefully we're expecting this candle on the, let's see what time frame we are on. We're on the 12-hour time frame, so let's just go on the 1 day quickly. The 1 day, we're expecting this to turn into a bullish candle, so this will form what's called a morning star formation. Right now, many of you are new to might be new to price action. So let me see if I can draw this in. So many of you may be completely new to price action or new to these kind of things. Um, we just get a circle. Just get a circle to highlight this. Okay, let me just highlight this so you guys can see it. Okay, I'm just going to do this here to make it easier for you all to see. Sorry guys, having a bit of technical okay, cool, we'll highlight that there. So this is hopefully we're hoping that this turns into a bullish candle to complete a morning star formation. And for those of you that are not too up to date on price action, a morning star formation is basically a buying indication. This typically in the for FX world, the stock world, etc., it's typically a buying indicator, right? Or even at this area, it will represent a trend reversal. So this is when the trend should flip. And to be honest with you, the opposite of that would be this sort of pattern. This is an evening star formation. So let me highlight this for you guys. Let me just circle this. This right here is called an evening star formation. And I need to make this a bit smaller. Make this smaller for you guys can see. Okay, there we go. So this right here is called an evening star formation, right? And this is where it's the opposite of a hammer. We see an inverse hammer to the upside. We see obviously this is a bullish hammer, but then we got the inverse hammer again. Buyers exhausted, and then obviously we start to see those bearish candles. Then obviously as soon as we saw the break below, this is where we started to see price pretty much trend to the downside. Even with a retest continuation, we saw a retest again, and we saw price pretty much continue to the downside, right? And now we're hoping to see the opposite happen here, which would be a reversal. And so for example, even here, this is a morning star formation, and as obviously we saw price complete this with bullish momentum to the upside. So now we're hoping that we see the same pattern occur here. And to be honest with you, we're at a great supply area, a great, especially for great demand area, where I believe there's going to be a lot of buyers that are going to come into this market now, especially a lot of smart money as well is about to enter this market. People that have probably waited this out, see how far price would be exhausted, and obviously are going to start buying this up to the upside, pretty soon. Or we're going to get people that maybe didn't get that great of an entry at all-time highs or even at around this area, are now looking at this and saying, okay, it looks like the sellers are exhausted. Let's put on some entries, just a dollar cost average, and obviously to mitigate those all-time highs, that all-time high drawdown as well, right? So we're going to get a lot of smart money into this. So there's two things that I believe happen now. Number one, we start to range. So we start to range at this area here, or we immediately start to see that move to the upside, at least making our way above the 78.6 fib. And then obviously we start to slowly creep our way up. And I'm sure with some of the announcements from the VV team, hopefully they can help push price up from a fundamental perspective as well. Who knows what's happening behind the scenes. But yeah, if you guys do have anything in the works, it would be good to announce that sooner rather than later. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. That's our price action update for now. So to conclude, we believe that we are going to start to see that movement to the upside. That movement to the upside, and let's just have a look at our coin Gecko before we wrap up and just look at price. So we're 6.6% for the day. 6.6% for the day. Not bad. At least it's recovering. We know that the market is recovering across the board. It's good to see, Ecomi doing the same, but hopefully we get more bullish momentum. Hopefully we can close the day with a 20% gain, or even 20-30% gain. I mean, that would be ideal. But yeah, let's see what happens. But as you can see, guys, it's pretty much, let's just go to, it's been obviously from a year, like I said, when you look back, we're doing fine. But when you look at the last 30 days, 62% drawdown, 55% drawdown, 41% drawdown, this, in my opinion, is it. So hopefully we start to see the move to the upside. But even so, I'll say what I said in the last video. This is a long-term project for me anyway. This is a long-term project, a long-term game. Of course, it's exciting to do the day-to-day updates because it keeps you and other new traders informed. However, don't let it distract you. Don't let this information distract you, because this is, of course, a long-term project which we see a lot of value in, especially in the NFT space. But I'm going to leave it there, guys, because of course we've gone over the 10-minute mark now. But anyway, as always, remember to join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. In fact, I'm going to do an update on there right this second, so make sure that you do actually join the Telegram group because you're going to miss that update. With that being said, guys, when others are fearful, be greedy. When others are greedy, be fearful. With that being said, guys, seize the day.